Hello and welcome to more Penny Dreadful. Today I'm running a list that I'm very excited about, but I think it's going to take a couple times to get there because there's a lot of moving pieces, and so we're going to keep refining this deck because I think there's something really cool here. I think Summer Bloom is just an incredibly strong card. It's 2 mana, you can play 3 additional lands this turn. That is so unbelievably strong if you have like 3 lands to play, because let's say you play this on turn 2, you'll have 6 mana on turn 3, right? Yeah, 6 mana on turn 3. And if you happen to play like multiple of this on turn 2, which is possible, you could just really go off. So this whole deck is built around basically how good Summer Bloom and Explore are alongside bounce lands. You can see we're running 36 land, and that's kind of due to the spell lands here. So it's realistically like 25 lands that are just lands, and then we get like spells. But basically the way it works is we're going to play these as lands early, and then we're running, I think, 12 bounce lands. So we play these as a land early, and then you get them back in the later game with a bounce land. So you get all the benefits of running 36 land in the early game to like accelerate Summer Blooms, but then later on you can get spells like to Saloon Division for your combo pieces. So it's a very strong mana or acceleration engine, basically, that we have. Like, you just mulligan to Summer Bloom Explore, and you hope to have like 6 mana on turn 3. With that 6 mana, we got a lot of cool things. So Frantic Search is 3 mana to draw 2, discard 2, and untap 3 lands. With normal lands, this costs 0 mana, but we're running 12 bounce lands. So if you have bounce lands in play, this can generate 3 mana for 0. So it's a really strong ritual effect, and it lets you loot through your deck, which is good with things like Deep Analysis, or, you know, if you're running this many lands, at some point, you might want to discard them, or maybe discard excess Summer Blooms later on. So this card is a ritual that does more things than just a ritual. It's so good. Deep Analysis is our card draw engine. Good with Frantic Search because you can discard it, and it says target player. So you can actually mill your opponent out with our infinite mana engine, which I'll get to in a second. And then we have Turnabout. So Turnabout is very similar to Frantic Search in that it's very good if you have a lot of lands in play. And the whole point of this deck is putting tons of lands into play. So Turnabout is there so you can just spend 4 mana to get like 11 or 12. And then just have tons of mana. And it's an infinite combo with Reiterate. So for 3 mana, you copy an instant or sorcery spell, and you can buy back for 3. So if you have Turnabout on the stack, and you have more than 7 or more mana worth of lands in play, you can cast Reiterate with buyback for 6 mana, and then you untap 7 mana worth of lands, and you just keep doing this to get infinite mana. And then Reiterate, you have infinite mana, this gives you infinite spell casts. So you can do cool things like Reiterate Deep Analysis, targeting your opponent, and then just mill them out that way. Oddly enough, Spikefield Hazard can target players. So if you really want to, you can hit them with infinite, like 1 damage to the face. You can call their creatures. It basically, if you get the Turnabout combo working, Reiterate will just win you the game. And then to facilitate all of that, we have a bunch of mana. So we have Epic Experiment. So for 2 mana X, you exile the top X cards of your library, and then you can cast instant or sorcery spells with converted mana cost X or less without paying their mana costs. So basically, you get a ton of mana, you Epic Experiment into something like Turnabout, Reiterate. If you save 3 mana when you cast Epic Experiment, you can actually pay the buyback cost on Reiterate and then go off immediately. If you don't have enough mana to do that, you can just cast this really big, and like, you'll cast a bunch of spells, draw a bunch of cards, Bala Ged Recovery back things from your graveyard, and you'll be able to win the next turn, or like immediately. So basically, Epic Experiment is like the finisher. So you get a bunch of mana, and then you either just go infinite combo with Turnabout, Reiterate, kill them targeting them with Deep Analysis or Spikefield Hazard, or you just hit it off Epic Experiment and go from there. It's really elegant, and I get this a lot. People ask me like, Caleb, why don't you put win conditions in your deck? It's because you don't need to. Like, if you have this infinite mana combo, any of these cards are going to win the game. We don't need a thing that like definitively wins the game like Tendrils or Grape Shot, because it's just an extra card that's not good the rest of the time. Like on turn 3, you could Reiterate and Explore, and like this card still does something then, whereas like Tendrils doesn't do anything until you're killing your opponent, basically. So that's the main deck. The sideboard is still also work in progress, but I'm pretty excited about it too. We have a whole bunch of cool packages coming in. So Plow Under and Primal Command is kind of the main engine against slower decks that are like trying to control the game. We could just put their lands on top. I mean, we can cast Plow Under on turn 3, which is great. Like turn 3 on the play with Plow Under, you put their 2 lands on top, they have no lands in play and you have like 6 mana. And then you just like the next turn you followed up with Primal Command, putting their land on top, searching for a Terrastodon, and the game's over at that point. So that's our sideboard against slower decks. Against creature decks, we have Pelakka Wurms alongside Primal Command, so we can gain a bunch of life and create, you know, giant blockers to survive, because we have no creatures in the main deck, so probably everyone's going to side out their removal. And then we'll probably bring in Terrastodon against the creature decks too. But then we have some removal creatures, so Crater Hellion, 6 mana to do 4 to each other creature. And it's kind of actually nice that it kills itself because we have Balagan Recovery, and we can actually go infinite with Primal Command, shuffling our graveyard back into play. So we can keep recurring this. We don't have to actually kill it if you want to like continuously wipe the board, and we have mana to pay the Echo. So somehow the Echo's like an upside here. And then Tornado Elemental, 6 damage to each creature with flying. Against like Delver, Tombstalker, things like that, this card will be good. And it's just a one of because we can tutor them up with Primal Command. And then Nezahall's in there for control, just a good versatile win condition. And then 2 Fracturing Gust, destroy all artifacts and enchantments, you gain 2 life. It's an instant. Against some decks, this is just brutal because we're not playing artifacts and enchantments. So, you know, if they're playing like artifact lands, or against the deck I just posted, like the Shrines deck, this card is just lights out. So against some matchups, it's insane. You can tutor it up with Epic, or you can hit it with Epic Experiment. It's really good. I'm just going to get into the matches. I've not played a League with this yet, so we're going to play League, see what happens, and keep refining, because I think there's something here. Basically, the Summer Bloom Explorer Bounce Land package, I think, is really strong. We just got to figure out a good shell to make it work. See you guys round 1. All right, we're playing against Carmendor. I'm going to keep this hand. We got Summer Bloom, we got Bounce Lands. We're going to play this turn 2. It's going to be glorious. Now I just need to draw payoffs, and they mulliganed. They're playing red-black. I hope that's a good thing. I don't actually know what this deck's good and bad matchups are, so we'll find that out together, I guess. Okay, they're just playing some type of aggro deck. That seems rough game 1, because I just need to kill them very quickly. We'll see if we can do that. We can go Summer Bloom into... I can't quite get up to 3 mana, but I can go Gruul Turf, bouncing Firelight Thicket. I'm deciding if I want to hold up Spikefield Hazard this turn. I feel like the answer is no, so we're just going to play Firelight Thicket into Dimir Aqueduct. And then pass turn. Pretty good acceleration. Judith. Ooh, that's clever with Carry Zev. Does it die? Okay, it exiles. Okay. So I could have Spikefield Hazarded the 3-1 to take 3 less damage. Maybe I'll do that this turn if I don't draw anything. Deep Analysis is pretty nice. So I think I'm just going to Deep Analysis, keeping this up to draw. That's a lot of that's a lot of land. We're going to go Firelight Thicket. Deep Analysis puts me down to 12, and I'm going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if they can do 5 extra damage next turn, I just lose to that. I think that's what I need to do, though. I think I need to do that to have any chance at winning, because I need to find a payoff next turn. That's a lot of Summer Blooms. Okay, we're going to discard... I guess at this point, Spikefield Hazard's not quite going to get there. So here's where I need to draw, like, Epic Experiment. Or Shaker Kenra hits me for 3. So if they have another, like, burn spell or damage, I just die. Which I'm willing to concede. Okay. That's cool, though. I think against this deck, our sideboarding plan is actually quite strong. So we have Pelakka Wurms, Crater Hellions, Terrastodon's actually quite good against Mono Red, Primal Command. We're going to go down to a couple Epic Experiments, cut some Turnabouts. I don't think I need that many Reiterates. In fact, I probably don't need any. I'll go down to 1 Experiment, 1 Turnabout, and 1 Frantic Search. I'm wondering if I want a Fracturing Gust. I guess I already have Terrastodon, so I think we're okay there. We'll just run it back. Alright, second chance. Let's go first. No Accelerant. Okay, this hand is fine. We're going to get rid of one of these Summer Blooms. We don't need that many. And we just got to draw an untapped land. That seems fine. Drumkirk. Gary turn 1 play. I mean, Mono Red is pretty much just a bad matchup for everyone. Drawing Summer Bloom is not exactly what you want. Go ahead. I'm running 36 land though, so like I gotta draw a land in my top cards, right? I think if I draw a bounce land here, I get to Summer Bloom into a Pelakka Wurm or Primal Command. I'm in like very good shape. But if I don't hit lands, then we're going to have a rough go of it. At the beginning of your upkeep, each player draws a card and loses 1 life. Guess I can work with that. So this is going to add green, green from the red. I'm going to cast Explore. And if I draw a bounce land here, we'll be in good shape. That's so unfortunate. But I get to draw an extra card off the Crusader. And there's our green source. So I can at least cast Primal Command, gain some life, and draw my 4 damage to each creature card. 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, I just need to draw a land in the next like 2 draw steps. Okay, there's the land I needed. I feel like Summer Bloom I can actually cast for free. Is that true? This is gonna be green, green. This is gonna be green, green. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. That's my free land drop. So I play Summer Bloom, I go down to 3 mana. No, I actually can't. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. This is an unfortunate draw sequence. If I Summer Bloom right now, I go down to 2, 3, 4 mana is the most I can get. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, if they have anything that does 2 damage, I just die here. So I have to do this. I gain 7, I'll search for a creature. I have to play this land. Very unfortunate. But here we are. Primal Command bugged? Oh, it's a graphical bug. Okay. Grab Crater Hellion, because I already have our Pelakka Wurm. So, untapped land and we're doing okay? I don't know how I'm the one having trouble drawing lands here, but here we are. So now, the hope here is that somehow they play around me having Crater Hellion in a way that is disadvantageous. Go to 9. I'm going to take at least 3 off creatures dying whenever if I cast, if I even get to cast a Crater Hellion. And that requires me to draw an untapped land. Okay. Okay. Untapped land and we're golden. Come on, deck. Oh, not even golden. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'd go to 4 life. Frantic Search will also do it, actually. So I can go... Yeah, actually, this is why Frantic Search is insane in this deck. So I get to go 1, 2. I guess I could just Frantic Search with Gruul Turf on the stack. So you can play Gruul Turf, and then in response to the trigger, start tapping things for mana, casting Frantic Search. And there's another Frantic Search and another Gruul Turf. I don't need double of this, so I'm going to discard Summer Bloom. And what else? I wonder if I can get up to Pelakka Wurm and Crater Hellion in the same turn. That would be insane. I think I'm going to discard this and untap these. Then I'm going to bounce this forest. Go here and cast Summer Bloom. Then we'll play a Gruul Turf, bouncing Firelit Thicket. I can cast another Frantic Search. Discard Forest, Firelit Thicket, untap these. How much mana do I have? 6, 7, 8. Not enough. So I guess I'm just going to Crater Hellion. Take a ton of damage, and then next turn Pelakka Wurm. If they have Burst Lightning with Kicker, you know, obviously I just die. But we're actually in good shape because I get to Crater Hellion. It can block any haste creatures they have, and then I Pelakka Wurm gain 7, and then I Terrasted on their lands. So there's like some cool things going on there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're very close. If I had a deep analysis there, it would be really good. Please don't be Burst Lightning. No! I was so close! Oh, man. Alright, see you guys next round. Oh, right, we're playing against Nef X. We get to go first. We don't have green mana, but this hand's actually still good enough for me, because, first of all, most of the mana sources in our deck are green. So, like, we're going to get to Summer Bloom eventually. I have Spikefield Hazard. I can cast it if I need to, although I would lose my only non-bounce land, which would be kind of rough. But as soon as I draw this, we can go off, and then Frantic Search plus double bounce land is just a ton of mana. When it just goes land go, I like that. We draw Frantic Search. Bounce this. Pass turn. Basically, at any point, if we can draw an untapped land, it's going to be great. Or specifically a green source would be ideal. Blue-red Sprite Dragon. Okay. It's weird. Oh, okay, they have Gitaxian Probe. I was going to say, it's weird that they did that because they saw Spikefield Hazard, but I guess they have a way to protect it. They've double... Oh, jeez. Okay, I mean, yeah, sometimes that happens. 2 mana, 3/3 flying haste. Rule turf. Oh, that's so slow. Okay, here's what I can do. I can play Spikefield Hazard. And then next turn, I can Gruul Turf in Frantic Search with the return effect on the stack. I'm imagining I get 2 turns here. That could be wrong. They might just go like Lightning Bolt, Ponder, whatever. But I feel like I get 2 turns. If I can resolve Frantic Search and get off a Summer Bloom, I think I'll be okay. It feels like they're holding up a mana leak, though. So red, play Gruul Turf, in response Frantic Search. Yeah. I figured they had mana leak. It was worth a shot though. We bounced the Spikefield Cave. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get there. Although I'm going to have 3 bounce lands in play next turn, so it's still possible. They don't flip Delver. I'm only taking 5. I can be okay with this. Fall to 9, and I draw an untapped green source. So let's lead with Summer Bloom and see what happens there. That resolves. Okay. I like that. So I get to go Firelit Thicket, add green here, play the Boiler Works. Actually, I want to kill the Delver, don't I? Green red. Play the Boiler Works, return this. Play this, and then Spikefield Hazard the Delver. It looks like they F6'd somewhat. So I think I'm actually just going to Frantic Search here. Okay. We'll discard Explore and a bounce land. Untap these. I can play my bounce land, getting back this. And then I can explore with Reiterate, or I can save Reiterate until I draw a Turnabout. That's an interesting question. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm just going to cast Explore. Yeah, okay, there's Turnabout. I feel better. So now I have infinite mana. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. An untapped land gives me infinite mana, but then I can't do anything else. So First Lightning hits me down to 7. That goes up to 6. Am I just dead? Oh, wait. Yeah. 7. That's 5. I'm just dead here. Man, that's unfortunate. First Lightning in my face again. I see. Alright, we're dead. I'll just let them kill me here. And on to sideboarding. So we definitely want our Tornado Elemental. I like the Pelakka Wurms. Crater Hellion seems good against them. We can get rid of some of the Reiterates. I like Frantic Search. I think I'm going to go down on Epic Experiment because they are just going to be able to counter it. We'll go down to 2 Turnabouts. I think I do like the Primal Commands too. I can gain life with those, which will help. And Nezahal is uncounterable. So maybe we go down on Turnabout Reiterate. Just get rid of Epic Experiment. Get rid of Turnabout and run... I don't know how to play this deck. It's still in the early stages. There's a lot of moving parts here that I'm not sure are better than the others. I think I like Turnabout. It just generates so much mana. So we'll run it like this. Alright, let's go first. I have Summer Bloom. I'm bound to draw a bounce land, and I have Tornado Elemental. And I have Spikefield Hazard available. So if they play Sprite Dragon, I can kill it in response to their Jataxian Probe. And that'll buy me a ton of time. And they mull to 5. All of these are good things. And they skipped their turn. When it says oops. Yikes. I was wondering about that one. Alright, I mean, we're going to Summer Bloom. And that's going to be Aqueduct. Bouncing this. Play this. I'm just going to play Balagan Recovery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, I watch your vids all the time! Thank you. I appreciate them skipping through their turn so I can have a shot here. I'm just gonna go for the Tornado Elemental. Oh, I guess I can't even play it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I like Primal Commanding them. Hoping Delver flips so I can hit it with Tornado Elemental. Is that too greedy? No, there's no way that's too greedy. So I put something on their library, and I search for a creature card. And I think I just want to get Nezahal. And I'll just play Spikefield Hazard. So next turn, I can either Tornado Elemental or just resolve a Nezahal, depending on like what mana they have up. If they flip Delver, I'm just going to play this and kill it. Probably. Oh, they don't flip. That's right, because Primal Command. Oh, that's so sick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I'm just gonna Turnabout if they have Spell Pierce. I guess that hurts. They probably see Turnabout, Tornado, Elemental, and Nezahal. Some good things going on here. Here's Summer Bloom. I mean, I gotta go for this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Turnabout myself. Okay. They just scooped to the old Nezahal primal thing. Okay. Now what do I do? This is a weird game of cat and mouse. I don't even know if it is a weird game of cat and mouse because Manalink is just good against me all the time. So like there's only so much I can do. And now they know about the Tornado Elemental too, which I don't like. Yeah, Plow Under is the funniest way to stop a Delver from flipping I've ever thought of. I don't think it's worth bringing in on the draw, but that is really sick. Terrastodon is also like a pretty big army, but I think we just run it back. Alright, we're on the draw. I do have the Tornado Elemental, but I think with this deck we just mulligan to a Summer Bloom. This has Nezahal. Going to 5. Yeah, this hand's way better. I'm gonna keep this. I don't think I can take the card disadvantage of Frantic Search, and I'm gonna get rid of 1 Summer Bloom. But this seems okay, because now I can play Spikefield Hazard turn 1, and then turn 2 I can bounce it if they don't flip Delver blindly, and then kill their Delver. They know what's happening now. Play this. Go. Interesting to use the Taxing Probe there when, I guess they might have been drawing into Brainstorm, but it just seems weird to do that now, because they could have just waited until their turn, and then figured out what I had in hand, and they get to see 1 extra card that I might have drawn. Ooh, and they missed on lands. Okay, let's add red, play Gruul Turf, bounce this, and kill the Delver. Sweet. I'm okay with that. Next turn I get to go Summer Bloom and play a bunch of stuff. I don't have access to blue mana just yet, so I guess we'll just play Salinity Vision as a land. Primal Command? I'm okay with Pelakka Wurm. Let's go Summer Bloom. Play the Thicket, Gruul Turf, float mana. I don't think it actually matters, but we might as well. And then we'll play Salinity Vision. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So next turn I have Pelakka Wurm coming down if they don't hit a counter spell or land. Ah, man, that's an unfortunate round. I don't quite understand conceding there. I don't know if they saw the Pelakka Wurm. I don't think they did. So I mean, obviously I'm in a good position, but that's, I think, a very early concession. But I'll take it. I will see you guys next round. Alright, we are playing against Spenny 12, and this hand's a keep because I can go turn 1, Ball Again Recovery, turn 2, Firelit Thicket, Summer Bloom. Ooh, opponent's on some nonsense over there. I can respect it. This is gonna be a good Plow Under matchup, I think, post sideboard. It's just like if they're playing tap lands and you plow under them, like Plow Under against me would be very backbreaking. It's just so good. Him to Torok. No, they hit Summer Bloom. Oh, that's brutal. Alright, in that case, we are just gonna play out Dimir Aqueduct, I suppose. Losing Summer Bloom is rough, but it is what it is. I guess at least this way we're ahead on card advantage. Champion of Wits. Okay, so they're Grixis things. Go for the Throat, Brainstorm, Deep Analysis. Alright, I'm gonna play this. And I mean, I have a lot of card advantage in hand. Him to Torok has a lot of bad hits now. The only good hit is a Firelit Thicket. Another champion, okay. We're under a little bit of a clock. Not too bad. Discarding Brainstorm, Graven Cairns. Really want to know what's going on over there. Champion of Wits is an interesting card to run. That's the only thing that is of a bit concern to me. So, what's my game plan here? I would like to cast Epic Experiment. I have no way to get red mana if I play Dimir Aqueduct this turn. So, I guess we're going to just play a Firelit Thicket and Deep Analysis myself. There's the Summer Bloom. Okay. I mean, we're getting set up pretty well. Losing the first Summer Bloom hurt, but we're going to have a lot of mana next turn. So if they just tap out, I think we just go for it. They obviously don't tap out. Green. This will give me red-green. Let's cast Summer Bloom using green-black. See if they counter it. They don't. Okay. We can go... Forest, tap that for mana. Aqueduct. Aqueduct will bounce. Thicket. Replay the thicket. I'm at 14. That's not too terribly low. Part of me wants to just deep analysis myself again. Do that. Okay. And I draw Spikefield Hazard. So I can exile a Champion of Wits. Okay. Let's just play Firelit Thicket and pass turn. Are they going to Teachings? I'm just curious. Fact or fiction? Okay. Thought Erasure. I'm actually a little bit scared of Kefnet. I don't want to give them Kefnet and Treasure Cruise. Ponder, Treasure Cruise. The tapped land at that point is kind of pointless. Or they can Thought Erasure my Epic Experiment. Okay, I'm feeling like their deck probably doesn't have that much counter magic. 2, 3. Yeah, I'll do that. I feel like they just take Treasure Cruise here. Oh, they don't. Okay. I take damage. Then they discard my Epic Experiment. Sure. Is there a bug here? Epic Experiment allows you to play the land side of MDFCs. Okay, so I didn't know that. I guess I just won't do that. Oh, and they drew Treasure Cruise? That's not chill. And they ponder. As long as they don't hit me with Hymn to Torok, I think I can go off next turn. Okay, I can work with this. So start with, oh, I guess I can just do this. Deep analysis on myself. There's another land, so I can cast Explore. I really want to go off this turn, if possible. Cast Explore. There's Gruul Turf, so I add green, play Gruul Turf, bouncing Balagad Sanctuary, because I want to get back Epic Experiment. Then I can play the untapped land here, and cast Frantic Search. They have Mana Leak? No! Oh, that's unfortunate. Alright. They got me there. Yikes. Okay, I'm down to 7. I think at that point I need to just kill this right now. The Mana Leak was super clutch. I guess it was kind of obvious they had it, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have a lot of mana. They play Kefnet, they have 3 mana available. Alright, I mean, might as well go for it. So let's play Frantic Search. Have Reiterate. I think I can do this. We're going to discard a Silindi Vision and a Forest. Untap these. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I am dead to another counter spell. They only have 3 cards in hand. It's worth going for. Or how big of an Epic Experiment can I get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's worth just going for the infinite win here. Let's grab Turnabout. And then just do it. I guess I even play this. So I hold control. Cast Turnabout on myself. In response, we cast Reiterate with buyback targeting Turnabout. See if this goes through. Land on tap. Okay, so I believe they have not interacted, and now I should just have infinite mana here. Oh, I have to tap better, I guess. Oh no. I have to actually care about how I'm tapping? That's rough. So I go land, untap. I'll show you a bit of the combo. I'll spare you the pain of watching how long it takes. Fly back here. So every time I'm generating quite a bit of mana here. Same targets, land, untap. I guess I want more red, right? And so you can see my mana pool is growing. Then I'm going to cast Silindi Vision. I'll do this like one more time. Cast here. Same targets. Land, untap. Just so opponent knows that I have the win here. So now we hold control, we cast Silindi Vision. Then we reiterate with buyback Silindi Vision. And now I get infinite spells. I guess I'll get Turnabout. Do this. Actually, I'm going to Turnabout myself. I guess it doesn't matter. Reiterate with buyback on Turnabout. Land, untap. Here, here, here. Let's add some more red. I'm just going to come back after I've gone off. I think you get the idea of how I do it. You just get a bunch of mana, make a bunch of things, and then you kill your opponent with damage. They're waiting for a win condition, I think. Opponent was a very good sport. Thank you, Spenny. I told them deep analysis targeting you is the win con, because I have Reiterate, I have infinite mana, and I could just keep deep analysising them for the win. And I would obviously turn about their lands and then move to like second main or something like that. But it's the thing that would be a lot easier to make work in paper. I'll just say or Spike. Or Spike Field Hazard. Yeah, it's a thing that would be a lot easier to work in paper, but thank you, opponent, for conceding. So, game 2, what do we want to do? I feel like they're going to bring in a bunch of duresses, and we're going to bring in a bunch of cool stuff like Plow Unders and Primal Commands and Nezahals and Pelakka Wurms and Terastodons. I feel like this is a good idea, but maybe it's a terrible idea. We're going to cut all the epic experiments. It's a little bit too risky. Go down to 1 turnabout. Spike Field Hazard seemed okay. I'm going to cut at least 1 on the draw. I can tap them out with turnabout, but I guess I just go down on turnabouts. And then I'll just cut 1 Frantic Search, and then we're just all in on big boys. Again, I don't know if this is the strategy, but I like trying it. See what happens here. Well, this hand is... You know what? They're running him to Torok. I don't want to mulligan into Oblivion. I'm just going to keep this hand. They could also duress and just completely whiff. It's... Oh, wait, no. They would hit that. Actually, duress would be kind of backbreaking. This was a greedy keep, actually. Yeah, for some reason I thought this was a whiff, but it's still... See? This is why you do this. Opponent has, like, Spell Pierce and whatnot, and we're just trying to Pelakka Wurm them out now. Go Forest past turn. I don't know, maybe it's worth mulliganing once to try and hit a Summer Bloom, because it would obviously be just absurd here. But it's not like they're going to kill me very quickly, so like, if I hit a Summer Bloom at any point, it's going to be good. And I think they're going to spend their time just trying to stop me from comboing, rather than trying to kill me quickly. Because it's a very fragile combo, right? Thought Erasure, okay. They see the secrets, they can hit Nezahal now. I really do enjoy this whole bait and switch. Oh, there's Explore. There's Explore. Cast Explore. Setting up for Primal Command. So we're gonna go Gruul Turf. Bouncing this. 1, 2, 3. I guess, let's see. If I play this, it doesn't really change anything. So we're just gonna play Forest past turn. Because I'm just gonna go Island Primal Command next turn, almost for sure. They do know about... I guess I can wait and play around Mana Leak, right? Yeah, let's just wait. They're not doing anything. I'm just hitting land drops every single turn. And I have way more than enough mana to play around Mana Leak. I guess they could factor Fiction. I forgot about that silly card. That's a problem. Okay, they Spellbomb my Nezahal. Pretty unfortunate. Thief of Sanity. Okay, so I'm bringing in the thing that kills flyers, because that card's actually kind of scary. Into Torok. They hit Primal Command! Oh, that sucks. That's actually really rough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ugh. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1 away. Maybe I am just better off running the combo. I don't know. Because Thief of Sanity is going to get really problematic, right? It mills 3. And then they could just cast like my Pelakka Wurms or my Terastodons or whatever. I don't like that at all. Can they play lands? No. Okay, well at least like most of my deck is land, so I guess it's not super likely they hit off Thief. Alright, I mean, I know I'm running into Mana Leak, but now I'm under pressure. I have to get down the Pelakka Wurm. It's just going to get countered though. Yeah. They play my Celindi Vision. I think. Yeah. They hit a Treasure Cruise. Yikes. I might just concede here. We'll see what happens. Hit me with Thief. If Pelakka Wurm gets countered, I'm going to concede. It doesn't look like they changed their deck configuration too much round 1 versus round 2. The hope here is that by having creatures in... Oh, they took something over Terastodon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess they can't really cast it. They just hold up all their mana. Oh, there's Plow Under. Not really going to work for a while here. So we'll just cast this friend. Gonna get countered. Oh, maybe not. Neutralize. Okay, so that's just a hard counter. I'm just gonna concede. I normally say play it out, but they are seeing more of my deck every turn with Thief of Sanity. So like, I'm giving up information and I'm not really drawing that live at this point. So I'm not a huge fan of it. Now I think I definitely get rid of all the Pelakka Wurms. I like Nezahal. I think I get rid of these Primal Commands and just run Plow Under Epic Experiment now. That seems like a decent concession here. Part of me wants to bring in this Crater Helion to kill all their creatures. Like if they're bringing in Thief of Sanities, this seems good, but it's only one card. So yeah, we're just gonna run the Plow Under. Do I even want Nezahal? Is it even that good? I guess whenever they cast a non-creature spell, I draw a card. That seems pretty good. Alright, this I got punished last time for keeping a hand without acceleration, so I'm gonna mulligan this hand, and I'm gonna keep this hand. I'm gonna get rid of a forest. It feels so bad keeping a hand without bounce lands. Like, when all of your lands just tap for 1 mana, it's really rough. Opponent just plays a tap land. Mulligan Recovery is decent. Cast Explore, bounce land. At that point, I'm just gonna play one of these tapped. Pass turn. Next turn, I think I'm just gonna... I guess it depends on what I draw, but I'll probably end up Mulligan recovering back Explore. Okay. I'm losing something here. I'm actually pretty happy losing Reiterate. It's a Frantic Search. I really, really would like a bounce land here. Let's Salinity Vision. See what I'm hitting, because if I can get a Plow Under, that would be very good. Mulligan Recovery, Epic Experiment, double Turnabout. I guess I'll get the Experiment and then just play this as a land. That way, if I draw Plow Under, I can play it naturally next turn. They Hymn to Torok? I hope not. Okay, Thief of Sanity. Alright, deck. We need something good. Bounce land. Basic land is not it. 1, 2. I can Epic Experiment for 3. That's so sad. Let's Frantic Search. I need to find something here. Yikes. Alright, well I can discard these 2 lands and untap these, I guess. And then I can Boilerworks the Sanctuary. And Balagan Recovery. I'm not even sure. I guess it involves Frantic Search. Yeah. And then next turn, I guess if I draw a bounce land like specifically, then I might be able to make a decent size Epic Experiment. I just don't like Thief of Sanity hitting me. Okay, they took something better than Salinity Vision, which is upsetting. You just do that and pass. Okay. They draw Salinity Vision. I guess we'll play our own Mana Leak here. Tapping like this. Cast this. Turnabout, double Frantic Search, Salinity Vision. So Turnabout can give me 1, 2, 3, 4. Turnabout gives me 2 mana. Frantic Search gives me 1 mana. I really need like a Deep Analysis or something, because I'm so far down on cards. I mean, I guess I take this. Now I'll just pass turn. I can Salinity Vision on their turn, I guess. I want to Epic Experiment for at least 5. So I have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can actually Frantic Search into Epic Experiment for 5. So I will probably go for that. Because hitting like, I don't know, Plow Under them, like Deep Analysis myself, Turnabout would be pretty nice. But this Thief of Sanity is so problematic. Because they might just hit my own Plow Under, and then what do I do? I'm just dead at that point. Okay, I can work with that. Play Vision. Here's the Plow Under. So I want that to go through. It's unfortunate. I guess I'm really not going to hit much off this experiment now because these go on the bottom. I'll just grab another. I kind of need it to work. Deep Analysis is also quite nice. I guess we go for that. Deep Analysis myself. Mana Leak I don't pay. And I Deep Analysis myself again. Do they double Mana Leak? Okay. Then I go Gruul Turf, bouncing this. I draw my 3rd Plow Under, so it's literally impossible for me to hit Plow Under off the experiment. Opponent cracks the spell bomb, so there's only 1 Reiterate left in my deck. So the odds of me winning are very low. I'm hoping they just have a bunch of kill spells in hand. Oh, they took my own Spikefield Hazard. Okay, so they've been hitting some bad hits off Thief, I guess. Get hit for 2. This is so bad for me, though. Okay, they hit 2 bounce lands and an unknown. And it can't be Plow Under, because I have 1 in hand, and then there's 2 at the bottom of my deck. So I guess if they hit Reiterate with Thief of Sanity, then I actually can't win. Unless I somehow go crazy with Nezahal. Oh, they took my Summer Bloom, okay. That's clever. What do I do here? I think we're gonna go green, Gruul Turf, Frantic Search. See what happens here. They drown in the lock. Okay. Bounce this, and I guess just get back Frantic Search. They have 1 card in hand. It's Mana Leak. Okay, Nezahal's on the bottom. So Thief of Sanity is scary, but they have no cards in hand. Plow Under will be somewhat... Oh, they have Bad River, but they just cracked it. So this will be somewhat of a double time walk. But I think I'm better off just going for Epic Experiment here. Because I don't think they can hit too much that's going to interact with me this turn. So it's just their draw step. And I get to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I Epic Experiment for 7. And they hit something better than Explore. If they hit Reiterate, I guess good for them. What did they do? Balagad Recovery. Targeting Thought Erasure. Oh, but I have 2! Haha! Got him. Alright, I mean, I'm just gonna go for it. Cast a big experiment. They're tapped out. Let me check what was exiled. 1 Balagad Recovery was exiled. There's 2 more. Alright, I mean, I'm just going for 7. We'll see what this hits. Yikes. Summer Bloom, Explore, Explore, Reiterate on Explore. I don't even get buyback. Yeah, that's rough. Aqueduct, Aqueduct, Summer Bloom. Oh no. I think my deck's falling apart. Alright, I mean, let's play all of our lands. I just have Nezahal. I don't know how I can win now. They discarded Mother Experiment. There's 1 Balagad exiled, 2 in my graveyard. Thief is gonna hit. Actually, they're getting very close to hitting something good here. I'm down to 6, so Nezahal doesn't even kill fast enough. And they took something better than Deep Analysis? Fact or Fiction, okay. I'm just gonna do Neutralize versus the World, I guess. They take all the spells, obviously. Yeah, they took the spells. I wish I had like more things like Pelakka Wurm or Terastodon. This is why I went for the sideboard plan, and it would have worked, I think. But I guess they also would have been hitting those things off Thief of Sanity. No! Oh man, alright. I'm just dead, I think. I mean, I'm pretty sure. They turn about me on upkeep. I'll concede to that. Yeah, alright. GG's. That was pretty close, actually. I don't know, I think we need a better sideboard game plan, because we should not just lose to 1 Thief of Sanity. So I gotta figure out a better way to make this work. Before I leave, can I ask about your deck? Sure. There are a lot of things going on. Oh, right, we're playing against Dark Paladin 3. We're gonna go first. Yeah, this is the hand. This is what we're looking for. We're gonna keep this. This is a turn 2 Summer Bloom. We got all the bounce lanes. We're gonna go. I guess there's no reason not to go turn 1 Balagad Recovery, because we're just gonna return it anyway. And I think doing it this way lets us, if we top deck Explore, we can cast it on turn 2, because we can go Summer Bloom, land, Explore. Yeah, so doing it this way makes more sense. We'll see what happens. Red-white is a little bit scary, but that's fine. So we get to go Forest, Summer Bloom, and then Boiler Works, Rule Turf on Balagad Recovery, play Frontier Bivouac, pass. A lot of mana! They hit my 2 spells! God, Hipnotoric is a frustrating card. Alright. Well, now I just have lands in hand. I have a Reiterate. With 6 mana, I guess if they Hipnotoric me, I can at least send it back at them. That was so backbreaking though. Spellbomb? What is this deck I'm playing against? This is so unfortunate. I'm just drawing lands because they killed all my good stuff. That was a really good Hipnotoric hit. I mean, I guess I'm fine drawing lands. I would prefer bounce lands, but either is fine really. Yeah, they hit my thing. I'll cast with buyback. There's really no reason for it. But then they lose their hand. No, I hit their 2 bad. Oh my gosh, Hipnotoric is so stupid. I hit 2 cards that are 100% useless in this matchup, and they hit my 2 best cards. Plus now they have a Nihil Spellbomb against this Balagad Recovery I have in hand. Oh man. Okay. I can't even cast this because they're just gonna counter it. So I guess I have to hope that they just cycle this for cards soon. It's a bit risky holding this in hand, but I can't believe I hit. Yeah. Okay, at least they're cycling this for cards, so Balagad Recovery might be useful at some point, but that's ay. That's magic. I think this is why Hipnotoric is banned in quite a few formats because it's like it's fun sometimes. I think Hymn to Torok is a fun thing to have in the format, like, you know, one cycle or one season. But having this in the format forever would be extraordinarily frustrating, and they hit a land off the top too. Yeah, we're just getting browned here. Saluni Vision, sure. Okay, there's Epic Experiment. Part of me thinks Deep Analysis is actually better. How much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think just taking Deep Analysis is better. Summer Bloom. I don't think I need Spike Field Hazard. We'll see what Chandra hits. That's a pretty good stream of land. So for ultimate is bugged, I believe. Hit another Hymn to Torok. Jeez. Yeah, this deck is very weak to Hymn to Torok if I don't get out from under them quickly. Because I just have like random Summer Blooms and whatnot. Explore, I guess, is fine. Spike Field Hazard. I mean, I have a lot of lands. That's for sure. They milled or exiled one Epic Experiment. So there's 2 left that I'm drawing towards. And they chose not to play the plains because, oh, they have Lava Claw Reaches. Is that a 2-1? The 2-2, okay. Rule Turf. I mean, I will play it. I don't even think Spikefield Cave does anything. I'm just going to bounce a Forest. I changed my mind. So, yeah, we're just drawing to an Epic Experiment here, I guess. Gideon, it wins the game, but it's not that great against what I have going on. I play Gideon. They uptick. Alright, I mean, I think this is my turn to draw Epic Experiment. Boiler works. Yikes. Alright, play it. Bounce a Forest. I could have actually at this point double bounced Spikefield Caves. I feel like at this point I'm just better off casting Summer Bloom, emptying my hand, and setting up for a really good turn next turn. If I draw Epic Experiment, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But I guess there was also some consideration to keeping a spell in hand. That way if I draw Frantic Search, I can use it. Yeah, actually I should have not played both lands, because if I draw Frantic Search right now, I'm going to feel silly. I have 1 turn, because this is actually a very fast kill. They're holding up mana for something. I'm not sure what. They just have double Chain Lightning? Oh, okay, they're just playing that. Sure. Alright, Experiment. Let's go! Alright, that buys me a turn. It actually is better for them to not activate Lava Claw Reaches here, because that would have actually played around Turnabout, and then it would have died to the Reaches. I don't think they would have been able to know that. Really, like, how would you really think about this deck? They Burst Lightning me, sure. They can Chandra me down to 3. Wow, they really... Let's go back to, like, the first couple turns. Because, as far as I'm aware, all the lands they've hit, they played off Chandra. Which means my Hymn to Torok, they must have had, like, Burst Lightning, Chandra, Double Day of Judgment in hand or something. And I hit the 2 cards that are completely useless in that situation. Alright, moving on. This feels like a pretty good Plow Under Primal Command matchup. I think it's a little bit too precarious to like bring in the combo. Although I think the combo in general would be good against them. But I think they're going to take out all of their creature removal, which I like quite a bit. I like Crater Hellion. So turnabouts and experiments. Kind of like keeping 1 Epic Experiments with all these Plow Unders. Frantic Search is fine, but not the best. Spikefield Hazard is also kind of bad. I'll just get rid of the Epic Experiment. I have a lot of action here. Let's run it like this. Alright, let's do this. Going first. Summer Bloom. It's going to be slow, but I have to keep this hand. I go turn 1 Frontier, this. If I draw a land, then it's good. Otherwise, it's going to be a little bit slow until I can play a bunch of things. But I think you can't mulligan too heavily against Hymn to Torok decks, because like they just go on like total number of cards. There's the Forest. Alright, let's run this out. Summer Bloom, Dimir Aqueduct. Play that. Go. So now I have 2 deep. I mean, I'm pretty immune to Hymn to Torok because I have double Deep Analysis. They can't even cast Hymn to Torok. I'm just casting a Skyclave Cleric, which means they have a lot of lands in hand. I like all of this. And I get to plow under them next turn. That seems good too. Play this, bounce the Forest. Yeah, next turn we're just going to plow under their lands. And I think kind of take over the game from there. Play this. Is Explore free? There's 6, so I play Explore. I go down to 4 and up to 5. Yeah, Explore is free. Play this. Add double green. Plow under. Putting these on top. They just concede! Got it with the plow under. And they don't know anything about the creatures. That's pretty beautiful, actually. Yeah, let's just run it back. Yeah, I'll keep this hand. This hand has a lot of explorers. I just need to draw like a green bounce land and we're good. We're gonna go turn 1 Salinity Vision, turn 2 Forest, bounce the Forest, put a mulligan to 6 again. I wonder if I'm supposed to just be like main decking plow unders. It was really good there. There's a Boiler Works. Alright, let's cast Explore. There's a Summer Bloom. That's quite nice. I don't think there's any way for me to do everything I'd like. I don't think there is. So we bounce this. Yeah, that's my 1 land drop. Okay. Kind of risky, actually, if they Hymn to Torok hitting my Forest. That would be brutal. I don't care about Vindicate. I have plenty of land. In fact, that's just 1 Vindicate that's not hitting anything else. Let's cast Summer Bloom. We'll play Aqueduct. Let's 1. I'm going to bounce this. 2, 3. Yeah. And I can play another Explorer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm going to hold the Salinity Vision in hand because I need a green source to actually cast Plow Under, and I would like to have this like to discard or something if I do anything too crazy. I take 1 Mere Aqueduct. Okay, so this looks like we're just going to cast Explore. There's that thing. I can cast Salinity Vision, grabbing. Part of me wants to just get Balagad Recovery. Part of me wants to just get a second Plow Under. I guess they're going to know what's happening. But if they have no way to mess with it, that's going to be quite strong. Yeah, let's just go back-to-back Plow Unders. Play this. And I'm just going to bounce my Salinity Isle, I think. Because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Yeah. So I can Plow Under, and if I draw an untapped land, Salinity Vision or whatever. The Chandra is good against the Plow Unders. Dark Dwellers? Well, let's see if they hit my bounce land or if they hit the Bivouac. Killing my green would be... yeah. This deck is so weak to Hymn to Torok and Vindicate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I even bounced the wrong land now because I can't cast Nezahal. I think I played this too greedy. Like, far too greedy. Yeah. Man, I think I had a good shot at this game if I land Nezahal there. Because I didn't, it's just... Well, they get to duress a useless card, I guess. But I would be drawing cards. Like, they probably don't have much removal in their deck. Yeah, that was just bad. But we're only taking 4. And we might get to pass this turn with something in play. We'll see. Please. No! They left me. Oh man, their Hymn to Torok hits have been perfect. I mean, it's likely I was going to end up with something bad there anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that costs 8. I'm going to give it one more turn. This hurts deep down to my soul to play this out. Because I could have had a Nezahal in play. And like, probably just 1 from there. I would have drawn 2 cards off of those things. But now everything's just uncastable. I mean, if I can draw a green source, Terastodon might actually close this game up. So I'm not going to give it up. Because we Terastodon, we kill Lava Claw reaches Chandra and one of my own things. Instead, I draw that. Alright. That will do it. Yeah, I need double green for Terastodon. Unfortunate. I think I need to rethink this sideboard plan. Because the mana engine's good. I can get up to like 6 or 7 mana quite consistently. But it, at least from what I've seen in the games, let's go to the deck. It feels like the green mana situation is actually precarious. Because that happened quite a few times where I got locked out of green. Basically, if I don't draw a Firelit Thicket, my green mana is not good. Yeah, that actually seems to be the case. So, I think I need to rework the mana. I like the core engine. I like what Summerbloom, Explore, and Lands give you. I think what I need to spend time working on now is what to do with that engine. Because clearly, the configuration we have is not good. I think we got to find something better than what's going on here or here. But I think it's worth tuning. So I'm going to keep tweaking with this deck and hopefully come back with a better version soon. See you guys there.